Hey there, guys. Finally, welcome back to Persona. Man, it's been a couple days since I was able to record. I know I've talked about it before, but just in case anyone's tuning in and you don't know why there's a gap, it's because I'm in the process of moving to New York. And although things are pretty well, I'm not having to, like, there's no crises going on, I'm not having to run around, I still have a lot of people that, you know, are around here that are like, oh, dude, this sucks. And, like, everyone wants to hang out with me. And so it's hard to find time to record on top of, like, literally having stuff to do every bloody night. So, but I love this game, I want to play it, and I can only stay away from it for so long. Before I get into it, we are about to go back into the real world. We've just done a wonderful foray into Mementos, but we're on episode 80. Holy crap, it does not feel like I've done 80 episodes, but I obviously have because I put numbers on them. And I used to do a thing, and I kind of forgot about it because I'm dumb, but every 5 episodes I've kind of given it, like, a retrospective and talk about the plot and what I thought of it. One of the problems that it's having is the plot in Persona isn't really moving, but, darn it, there's certainly a song I can talk about, and so let me go ahead and talk about the man of the people. Let's talk about Yoshida. Because whenever I was finishing a social link, I did make it a point to talk about how much I appreciated his social link, how much I really I felt his social link was one of the better executed ones in the game so far. Granted, I've only finished 2, but I really liked 2 things about it. There were 2 things that I really stood out to me. Number 1, he is one of the first social links, or really the only social links in the game, where the person genuinely feels a sense of regret and genuinely, you know, was a worse person than he is now. And what's interesting is that's not entirely true, because towards the end of the social link we find out that he was sort of set up by his friend, but he just sort of like worn the mantle of no good Torah for so many years. He wasn't even fighting anymore. He had let life beat him down. And so I really feel like we made a change in his life. Yeah, you could say the same thing about, you know, Plague, and we found out that her patient was still alive, and yeah, that made a change, but this seemed a very approachable, relatable, and true change. I have no, you know, this is a person who was just burdened by the past mistakes, and I'm pretty sure that he actually probably did some things he's not proud of in his youth. They were blown out of proportion when he was set up, but still, he really lived with regret, and he was genuinely trying to become a better person, and we kind of helped him to focus on the aspects of his personality that were good, rather than constantly being dragged down by remembrances of who he used to be. The other thing that I absolutely loved about it is that he figured out that we were the Phantom Thieves. And, because god damn it, we have not been very good about keeping this a secret. Especially Ryuji. And it makes the world feel a little bit more vibrant. It's interesting. If I were playing this game in real life, okay, I am playing the game in real life. If I was actually like a Phantom Thief, I would be super careful to make sure no one ever knew. And I would kind of be, like, end up in an isolated world. And with this, it kind of, it opens up a aspect I would have never thought I would appreciate, but the idea of people finding out your inner heart and seeing, you know, your true self and accepting you for it. It's an interesting inversion of what the social links have always been about, because they're always about you finding out what, you know, really lurks in the hearts of your, you know, confidants and your allies, and the stuff they don't really reveal to people, and you get to their innermost secrets and really know them as a person. And with this link, it's reversed. Yes, you get to see who he is, but he also accepts who you actually are, and the aspects of yourself that you're hiding from society, and I thought that was really cool. I thought that was awesome. So yeah, best social link at least so far. There's maybe another one that surpasses it, but so far I really liked Yoshida. But that's enough of my every 5 episode recap and, you know, just deeper thoughts about the game, because hey, anyone can play this game. There's a lot of people playing this game. You tune into me because I actually think about stuff, or at least that's what I tell myself at night. Let's go back. It's interesting we say retreating rather than, you know, going back. Interesting. Reached. Oh, wait, no. Huh. It doesn't say anything about the guy we couldn't beat. I thought Reach was going to be the boss's name, but no. It's just a new area. evening.
Hey.
Don't mention you guys will go to a school trip later this week. Yep, in 2 days. I'm not giving you any money, okay? Don't worry about getting you a souvenir or anything like that. What do we do about that cheater? Ain't we screwed if our test can't do anything? Well, he is invincible in his game, so he's invincible in his mementos as well. That is actually really another cool thing that happened. That I hadn't thought about it, but the idea that his perception is that he can't be hit would translate to mementos very well. How about we just beat him at that game of his? Oh, but then it was just cheat. How about we ask for help from a skilled player? That's not her voice. Supposedly, there's an insanely good gamer they call the King somewhere in the city. I've seen all of the forums how he managed to beat the cheater himself with unorthodox methods. For real? Where can we find him? Well, I checked his account for the official server, but I couldn't pinback the arcade he goes to. Sorry. Yeah, but if he's really that famous, won't it be easy to find him? That's true. Okay, we should gather intel on King at the arcades around the city. Okay, this is very on point. I didn't know someone could become famous just by being good at a video game. Well, Morgana, you don't have to be good. In any case, we might be able to get through if we can just find this King. With his help, we'll crush that cheating jerk for sure. That's not his voice. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I can actually do anything.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
You resolve this conversation, partner, will you? I'm sure there's things you can't talk to me about. I'm sure you're right, Soji.
Hey.
Oh, we leave on Wednesday. For some reason, I thought it was in 2 days. I thought we left on Thursday, but I am obviously incorrect. There he is again.
It's quite warm out.
I wonder how long the heat will continue. It's quite exhausting.
Hey.
It's not even hot out. You know the rankings that are popular nowadays? Are you interested in them too? Not really.
I see.
You're not interested? You must be the type to go against the trend. Do you know my name is listed too? It's apparently due to my recent disapproval of the group. Before I knew it, I turned into a bona fide villain. Still, I thought if I became a target, I could figure out their methods. The idea was appealing when I thought about it. Of course, there's no guarantee I'd be safe. You should check out the list sometime. Well, talk anymore will make us late. See you later. I have not gotten to read on the bus in basically forever.
It's all over the news.
Oh, check out this Phantom Thieves chocolate sandwich. I saw it in Shibuya and couldn't help myself. It comes with a sticker, right? So much Phantom Thieves merchandise all of a sudden. If you ask me, Phantom Thieves isn't a very cool name. I don't know. I like it. It makes it so mysterious. Do you think it would be a bad idea to post my name on the fan site and get a change of heart? I just want to meet the Phantom Thieves. Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
By the way,
So your school trip is tomorrow. I can understand why you're all so restless. Tomorrow night, you will depart from Japan. 8 or 9 hours later, you will arrive in Hawaii. However, you cannot forget about the time difference. Hawaii is 19 hours behind Japan. Therefore, it will be the morning of the 7th when you arrive. You leave the night of the 7th and arrive the morning of the 7th. Your mind and body will panic. Humans become jet-lagged, so they lose their sense of time. Have you ever looked at your watch and felt like the second hand stopped for more than a second? Here's a question for you, Fukutsuka-kun.
give it a try.
What is the name of the phenomenon where the second hand looks like it stops moving? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know the answer without seeing the options. Time dilation? I assume it's chronostasis, because that definitely... Time paradox doesn't make sense. Time paradox is, you know... And the world is related to... There's no reason to think this is related to the tarot, and stopwatch is just a watch that has a second hand, so... Yep, chronostasis.
That's it.
Correct. A brief moment of disconnect exists between your eye... As your eyes move and your brain perceives what you're seeing. The true nature of this phenomenon is your brain that tries to fill in that space with an imagined perception.
Nice going.
Here's another point in knowledge.
All right.
You leave on the 7th and spend 4 nights there, which means you'll leave Hawaii on the 11th. But you'll come back to Japan, an entire day will have passed, meaning you return on the 12th. Farewell for now. The tropical sun is too bright for my eyes, after all. Yep, he's one of the teachers that doesn't get to go with us. I kind of miss when people will come find you during lunch from, like, Persona 3. Oh, yeah! This time tomorrow, we're gonna be in Hawaii! I can't wait! Yeah, I know what he means. I'm so pumped! Ryuji, you know you're not leaving until tomorrow night, right? Wait, for real? Enough of the chit-chat. You should be concentrating on the class. I don't care about everybody. I'm totally out of motivation to work. Sounds like business as usual. Well, time to research sightseeing spots in Hawaii. You got over that pretty damn fast. Oh yeah, are there any famous places in Los Angeles? Well, Hollywood. There's a vibrant art scene as well. I expect this trip will be quite stimulating. Doesn't hold candle to Hawaii's beaches, though. There are a multitude of fabulous beaches near Los Angeles as well, you know. Huh? It's close to the ocean? Do you know where LA is? Well, it's the capital of America, so it's in the middle somewhere? Oh my god, Ryuji. What about Hawaii? I don't know, some ocean, I guess? How long are you gonna be able to keep this up? I love how we can all check our phones and the teacher never notices. Pick it up, teacher. I very much want an exam, because that will get you to rank 10. You want me to perform an examination on you? I can close the office in the afternoon if you want to come. Alright, I'll be waiting. Getting her to rank 10 is definitely my #1 priority. And what a capstone before we go to Hawaii. The evenings have been getting colder. It's easy to get sick in that in-between period as the seasons change, so be careful. You came because you saw my messages, right? I kinda want to eat some junk food, but it might affect the trial results. Oh well, let's get to the critical trial. Oh god dang it, it won't? Oh, that sucks.
Ready?
Alright, let's go. I thought she would rank up. I thought that would be perfect.
Hey.
This is the best type of food for mixing. Not only can it be ingested at the same time as the food, you can also check its reaction to heat. I'll take care of this, you just sit there and watch. Wow, cooking for me now? I suppose I can look at it that way, and make sure you eat it all. First, let's try it with manja that doesn't have anything else mixed into it. I only tried the condiments, but it's not bad, huh? Just to say, thanks for helping the development of the medicine progress so fast. When I thought about what type of food I could cook for you, this is what popped in my head.
Hey.
Want to try something other than manja?
Let's head home.
Tuesday the 6th.
Hey.
There's a bunch of dishes that you clean. Sorry, but I'm gonna need your help with them.
Yo.
Oh, that reminds me. You're leaving for Hawaii tomorrow, right? That's enough effort today. Go on and head up to bed. Have fun. I'll make sure to keep working on you-know-what after I'm done taking a breather. Oh, by the way, Sojiro, are people on probation even allowed out of the country? Well, there's no law saying they're not. As long as it's fine by me, it's fine in the eyes of the law. I mean, not letting a kid take part in school events, it probably wouldn't be very good for rehab. Huh. If anything happens about this trip, it'll be the school's responsibility. That's right. Mona, I'm gonna be your master from tomorrow on. Yeah. Aren't you gonna ask for any souvenirs for White? No hula doll or anything? Aw, poor Mona. Mona's just dejected and sad. No.
Hey.
Hey, Mona's acting weird. Wish you can come, Mona? Not necessarily.
Hey.
Don't let the cat up on the counter, alright? Weird Mona. I cannot get her voice out, I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm bad with voices in general, but I'm, like, particularly not happy with hers. I'll be parting ways tomorrow. I pray for both trips to go safely. Thank you. Take care of yourself, Yusuke. Oh, and Futaba, we're relying on you for the analysis. Leave it to me. Well, just let us know if anything comes up, alright? Hey, okay. Well, then off we go. Look after Bogana for us. Have a nice trip. I need her to talk more so I can, like, zero in her voice. I'm worried about the Mona cat. Mona kitty.
Nice.
Oh, I'm on train. Poor Mona kitty. Just spit it out. I'm gonna pet my cat in order to make Mona kitty feel better. Hi, kitty.
Yo.
You're taking off, huh?
Now listen up.
Don't go cutting loose just because I'm not there to keep an eye on you. I'll look after Futaba and the cat while you're gone. You owe me one. We'll talk more about our next job once you get back. Good. Why is Mona just, like, so frustrating and raw?
I'm so sleepy.
We're going in our school uniforms? That's gonna be uncomfortable on the plane.
It'll take over 6 hours to get there, so why not sleep on the plane?
Surprised it's just 6 hours. It's 6 hours to fly across the continental USA. Like, flying from Seattle to New York City is a 6-hour flight. So I'm surprised that freaking Japan to Hawaii is only 6 hours.
I'll do that. Oh, it's almost time to check in.
Looks like it's gonna take off on time.
Did Ryuji miss the flight?
I feel like a lot of flights headed to America tend to run late or get canceled. Is it just me, or is Ryuji not here
No,
yet?
I had definitely noticed that as well. I knew that Yusuke wouldn't be here.
Ah.
I wasn't expecting to make a mad dash like this.
You should have left early, man.
Coming late even on a day like this?
That's all you're bringing?
Well, it's only 4 nights, right? Ain't it enough?
Yeah, it's probably enough for you.
See?
I think that was sarcasm.
Don't ruin his dream. Let him have his moments.
Hey guys, they want us to gather near the boarding gate soon.
Hey, Mishima. I do have to say, I am a little bit sad at Mishima's diminished role in this whole thing, because it's like, we're all classmates, but we're always hanging out with Phantom Thieves, and he barely gets any screen time. And I would have liked, I mean, I get why he isn't, but I would have liked if, it's one of the somewhat problems with the Persona series, is that they always have your, like, team of friends that comes together as the investigation team, or, you know, C's, or the Phantom Thieves, and then all the other classmates, you don't really have any ongoing friendships with them. Even the social link system is like, well, I guess I'll hang out with you, but they're very disparate. They do a little bit to try and bring them together, like, whenever, you'll run into one of them whenever you go out with a different one, but still, it really seems like they're in different worlds for most of the time.
Why don't we take a group shot before we take off?
See, and Mishima leaves before the group shot.
Ooh, sounds good. You be our cameraman, okay?
Let me join in too! You too, Makoto.
All right.
Just block Ryuji.
Come on, hurry up. Let me see. Let me see.
That's actually not a bad picture. I was so confused for a second, but then... Ryuji, you got crap in your eyes.
What? Holy shit, she's right.
How could you tell, Futaba?
Because she got my phone hacked. You surprised? I stuck an app on Kaizen's phone. I can see all I went through his camera. You're looking down, right, Kaizen? Can't underestimate the original, Medjed.
Talk about a nasty trick.
So I'm gonna have to turn my phone completely off and take the battery out whenever I go out with Plague. By the way, I should mention on that because people did say in a lot of the last episode or the last video that apparently it's really hard to date more than one person. You can't like end a relationship and then move on, which is unfortunate. But based on what Kaizen has seen, I still feel like he would be the most attracted to Plague of everyone he's been out with. That may change later once I get to know them better, but I have to play it from where Kaizen sits, not because of some idea of fan service and, you know, well, my viewers want me to do that. No, I mean, that ruins the whole point of a Let's Play if I, like, react to external factors and, you know, try and do what will make most of the viewers happy. I gotta do what I feel like the character would do.
I'm so glad she's not an enemy of ours.
Wow. No, we just... Oh, that's right, because we're landing a date... No, wait, what?
Gosh. May I have some iced coffee?
Coming right up.
Why did this go to the 8th? I thought they specifically said that we'd be landing, like, departing on the evening of the 8th and landing on the morning of the 8th. Or 7th.
We ask that you please return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelts are safe.
Whoa!
So, how long will you be staying?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I have no idea though.
God damn it, Ryuji.
Hawaii! I love it. The tropical air.
Hi, aloha. You can find your buses that way.
Damn, you speak Japanese?
No, that was clearly English. So in Japanese was that konnichiwa, aloha.
The diamond thing. Oh man, the ocean is so blue.
God, his like excitement is so infectious. I love it. Daytime of the 8th.
Yes, we're here! Hawaii!
I do love, it makes sense that, you know, back when we were at Gekukan or Inaba, they can't really afford extravagant school trips, but, you know, a kind of major magnet school in Tokyo is going to be able to send their students overseas. I was kind of wondering where we would go for the school trip, and they're not just having us go to a previous setting. They're going, this is exciting, I like it. I'm curious what's going to happen with it.
I am so embarrassed.
Why? Dude, you're in Hawaii. You're supposed to be excited. Haven't you ever been on vacation before, On?
Is this the smell of Hawaii?
Did you forget your deodorant?
Actually, I've been wondering since the airport, but what is this smell?
Supposedly the lingering scent of carpet cleaner. It's coconut scented.
Wait, what did he suppose? You already asked that, Mishima?
Plus, I'd say the scent of plumeria for the lays are amplifying the tropical atmosphere here.
Mishima's really smart. Again, what I said before, I wish he hung out with us more often.
What are you, the king of random facts?
Dude, you just asked! What is the smell? Oh, the smell of... Oh, geez, look at the know-it-all.
I'm the type that likes to look up stuff beforehand.
And you looked up what random smells were?
Then, tell me a cheap but good place to eat.
Do that after we figured out room assignments. We can't go out until we get our keys.
On's with me.
I want a room with this guy.
You belong to a different class, Sakamoto-kun.
I can't.
It complicates roll call.
Everyone butts you out after all.
I think it's interesting that Kawakami is the teacher that like got to come to Hawaii while everyone else had to stay behind and answer police questions.
I bet there aren't many people who'd be okay rooming with you.
Shut up. We both stick out like a sore thumb, you know.
Yeah, but yours is by choice. An is half American, so that's her natural hair color, as far as I know.
Takamaki-san, have you decided on which room to stay in? No, not yet. In that case, how about rooming with me?
Yeah, there's everyone wants the English speaker with them.
And if it's okay with you, do you want to walk around together once we're free to go about? You've never gone overseas before, so we thought it'd be reassuring if we had someone who knows English.
You see, this is why I need to go on trips with Japanese schools. Actually, no, that would be super creepy, actually, now that I say it.
Oh, sure, of course. Well, see you guys later.
Oh, come on, can you just hurry up and make your decision?
Can I room with you, Miss Kawakami? It would be so awkward if I asked that, based on, where we are with our relationship.
Oh, then is it okay if I room with you?
Absolutely, Mishima. I was just saying that I need to spend more time with you in this game. Like, I would totally be like, well, why are you asking? It's okay, of course it is, man. But I don't know if that's... I'm gonna say that's fine, because I'm worried about the possible other connotation this question could be in.
It's decided then.
Anyway, don't do anything stupid, okay? This isn't Japan, you know.
Americans don't tolerate stupidity. Now let's go ahead and get that, like, hot dog cannon firing at the crowd. Oh, god damn it. Do they have an overweight guy walking by just because we're in America now? Waikiki.
Well, there sure are a ton of people here. And a lot of tall buildings like hotels.
Well, yeah, it's a tourist spot.
It's a little too clean here. Feels like an artificial resort.
Still, look how clear the ocean is. The palm trees definitely give off a tropical vibe, too.
I thought An was pretty impressive, but compared to the foreign ladies? Nah.
Dude, Ryuji, don't say that in front of her, damn.
Then stop looking!
You think so too, don't you? Like, these ladies are massive unlike the girls in Japan.
Dude, Ryuji! There are some things you don't say. Like, oogle all you want, but don't just sit there and be like, man, these girls, they're in the, IBTC, if you know what I mean, eh? Yeah, they're not my type. I prefer people whose brains are bigger than their boobs.
You like him slim, huh?
That's actually not untrue either.
Moving on. Take a look over there. Isn't that Diamond Head?
Oh, I saw it from the bus too!
Is that a volcano?
But why is it called that? Are diamonds a local product?
Wouldn't it say online?
I do like
Ah, there we go.
how many dark-skinned people they have in Hawaii, because that's very correct, but I was a little bit... I guess I wouldn't say concerned, so I hadn't thought about it before, but I was a little bit unsure whether or not the Japanese producers would get that.
Wait, people long ago mistook volcanic rock for it? That F?
Might as well look up recommended places in Waikiki, too.
Waikiki, thank you. I was not entirely sure how to pronounce that.
Oh, right. I wanted to eat pancakes.
I wonder if there are any online recommendations of scenic spots.
We should check for cheap and popular restaurants then.
This is such a game, set in the current time frame, because it's like a whole bunch of kids get off a plane into an unfamiliar place, and so the first thing they do is all get out their phones.
Hey, we're on our phones and chatting. This is no different from when we're in Japan.
That's what I was just saying, Makoto. Way to copy me.
Even if we're overseas, we can see all the news in Japan if we got our phones. It's like, this ain't what I was expecting.
We should do something that's more Hawaii-like.
Yeah, you should enjoy the vacation. It's looks like if you take some time off from work, you should almost always actually go somewhere. If you just take off, if you just take a staycation, you stay home, and it's just like a couple days go by, and you're like, oh, well, that was a waste.
What's Hawaii like?
Hula dancers and like barbecues and volcanic eruptions. Let's cause a volcanic eruption, guys.
Hula dancing?
I ain't down for that.
Well, why not?
We can finally take a breather. Oh, by the way, you know how the polls for the fan site rankings started, right?
Yeah, you wanted to unveil something new in order to draw up interest. What's the fan site? I didn't know specifically, I just know you rolled it out.
Really? Even though it's been so lively? I'm the one who made the website, but even I'm surprised. I can't believe I'm part of such a huge thing. I'm so glad I've been rooting for the Phantom Thieves.
It's been appreciated, not that I'm affiliated with them in any way.
On the contrary, did you hear about Akechi, that detective against the thieves? The good-looking one.
I would not call him good-looking, to be quite honest. I mean, he's not bad, but that is not, you know, if I was going to think of a brief description for Akechi, I would be, you know, the condescending one, or the stuck-up one, or good-looking is not the adjective I would choose.
His popularity plummeted after Medjed was dealt with. Supposedly his official blog's up in flames. He posed as some hero of justice, but that's what he gets for not seeing eye to eye with them.
It's things like that actually make me really nervous, because people can have differences of opinion and not be vilified for it. And I really feel like Mishima doesn't necessarily understand that.
To be blunt, this trip, I keep thinking about the Phantom Thieves. Don't you think about them too?
Yes?
You sure are calm. Something this amazing rarely happens, you know?
Well, it's part of my charm.
But, then again, I think I'm feeling a bit tired too.
I've also got to say, I've been on school trips, and they usually try and put us 4 to a room. Goddamn.
Let's go to bed. Good night.
I never see that depicted in games, but they are cheap. So the first day of our school trip, we did nothing? Like... Man, there's nothing but Japanese people around here. I thought we'd come to get alohas and come from all directions and stuff. Well, it costs money to draw that atmosphere, you know. There isn't much we can do as students. I guess it's the same no matter where we go. Man, what's with the low energy, Makoto? I just had to deliver trash today and complain for 30 minutes straight. We used to deal with students' stroll. I never expected to have to do it overseas as well. But why was the taxi driver complaining to you? Man, that must have sucked. Should be doing the more exciting stuff. I mean, we're in freaking Hawaii, for God's sake. Is there supposed to be school's supposed to plan stuff? I want to go dive in. Wasn't enough time? That makes no sense. It's like, I know the teachers couldn't come, but you still should have had plans figured out. Like, because you didn't find out the teachers weren't coming until like 2 days ago. It seems there wasn't enough time to come up with any kind of coordinated travel plan. The lack of coordination is what led to them using students as chaperones as well.
By the way...
Kaizen, you have room with Mishima, right? Anything interesting? Even in Hawaii? Fans, you know, I do appear to talk about Phantom Thieves every so often. Are they really mentioning us? No, I think so. We already made our international debut. Man, just talk about that makes me want to go back to Japan so bad. Not yet, dude. We just got here. Wow, Anne. You really have no chill? Yeah, come on. Let's try and forget about that thing for now. Those things. But people waiting for us... Wait. What the fuck? I didn't even notice until they reacted. People waiting for us to fix society. I don't get time to relax. It was so funny. I was actually looking down at his text, and then I saw everyone have the exclamation mark, and then I saw him talking about fixing society, and then I saw there was another person that was in blue. I expected it to be a cop or something. I looked up, and it's freaking Yusuke. Ain't that right? Wait, what the hell? Overseas travel provides a great opportunity for new insight. I'd prefer we stay here a bit longer.
Hold on a sec.
But what are you doing here? Wasn't your school supposed to be going to Los Angeles?
To tell the truth,
Apparently, they couldn't land the plane due to a terrible storm brewing on the west coast. No signs of it letting up, so our destination would change on the spot to Hawaii. I have difficulty believing that. They've got a school full of, I don't know, 50 kids on planes, and the plane is diverted, and they just say, you know what, we've already got these rooms paid for in Los Angeles, but sure, let's just change the trip to Hawaii. We can do that. Like, what? Man, do you just mean rain wherever you go? Could it be that's what happened at the fireworks festival as well? Man, don't go bring up any storms here. You got that? I will do my best. By the way, there's nothing planned after this. What are y'all gonna do? Oh yeah. So I gotta buy a souvenir. My mom asked me to grab some stuff for her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot about it. We need to pick something for Futaba and Mona too. I was hoping to do some shopping myself. Can I borrow some money? I wonder what Morgana would want.
Come on.
Man, our group's only the same. You're not out of Japan. We're not going to Big Bang Burger. Huh. I didn't realize Big Bang Burger is in Hawaii, too. Should it be Big Kahuna Burger? Yeah, it's getting real popular in Japan lately, but I guess they wanted to branch out.
That reminds me.
Oh, now that you mention it, I did read a news article recently about the success of Okumura Foods. Ah, yes. The company that owns Big Bang Burger. Okumura? And that was the guy thought the fan... Really? Why would everyone hate the guy that runs Big Bang Burger? I guarantee it. I'm not going to say something about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I didn't put the pieces together before, but I guess we know him pretty well.
what is the matter?
Oh, it's probably nothing. Just a rumor I heard about Okumura Foods. Supposedly, all their overseas competitions mysteriously pulled out. No, I'm sure I'm just overthinking things, since his habits seem to rub off on me.
Oh yeah.
Hey, why don't we take a pic together, so we can remember this trip and all? You just want there to be more people so we all have to squeeze closer together. I'm onto you. Oh, are you sure you don't want to be in it? Thanks.
Yes.
Let me ask you to ensure the composition is well balanced. Can you not worry about stuff like that for 1 second? Go for it, Kaizen. Well, that's not as... I love how everyone poses and Makoto's like, I'm just standing here. Well, we still have some time to spare. Where do we go next? There's a convenience store down by the beach. How about there? Sounds lovely. I would quite like a short rest. Man, this is such a terrible vacation because we're not doing anything interesting.
All right then.
Wait.
Man, don't you think the food around here is kind of salty? You might be... Oh, shoot!
Sorry.
I forgot my sunscreen. I'm gonna buy another bottle at the convenience store.
Oh.
Well, I guess we need to wait for them to come back. Hopefully they don't get harassed like the last time we were at the beach. Man, I'm so bored.
By the way,
You think we're the thieves everyone here's been going on about? Pretty freaking crazy if that was true. But I haven't heard anything about any thieves. Yeah, there's no way.
I see.
I have not heard of such rumors. It does sound wonderful. We're already here. Why don't we confirm it and see if that's the case? Oh, good idea!
yeah,
Try
let's
asking
go.
around what we found out of Makoto. Finally, something that's relevant. But we're also at 40 minutes, so I will like scour out and find out about Phantom Thieves next time and find out why the Hawaiians are talking about thieves and what is going on. And it's interesting that they just sort of randomly introduce. I was trying to run around this tree and it won't let me. It's lame. Introduce the whole Big Bang Burger CEO food chain conspiracy thingy mobob. Like, that came out of kind of nowhere. I hadn't heard anything about it, and then it's like, oh, by the way, the #1 rank. But oh well, I mean, they've got to plant the seed somewhere. It just kind of seemed to come out of left field. I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for tuning in.
On razor's edge now, what quick all my life is